All right, we rolling now.
You
we
sure?
rolling.
Yo, you absolutely
Season
sure that
2,
we live?
episode 8 of the Division Podcast.
Are we live?
I'm Ryan G, your moderator, back in here one more again, downtown Lafayette Studios, AOC. And who else we got in the house, y'all? What's up?
Shout out to the division. We got Mr. Taylor.
Before I say this, are we live?
Reg. Go, Reg.
Reggie F. Baby.
Man.
You want to tell him why?
Yo, we had some technical difficulties.
Okay.
But we back running right now.
All right.
Shout out to the division.
Shout out, man. Shout out to everybody. We back in here one more again. Shout out to New Orleans. Hurricane Zeta hitting on yesterday.
Shout out.
Family and kinfolk out there and everything had to deal with a lot of wind, a lot of rain. Hope everybody is safe.
Prayers for New Orleans.
We've been feeling it all across the Gulf Coast and the bottom of Louisiana. So
Yeah.
shout out to all the recovery.
The whole hurricane season.
Everybody lending a hand and helping out.
Yeah, shout out to Lake Charles. Shout out to around here, Acadiana area, New Orleans, the whole state of Louisiana for the most part.
Definitely know the feeling.
Yes. Yes.
So with that being said, we're going to try to give y'all a little breather from all the real life stuff that's going on with some sports. And we got champions in the house once again.
Shout out to Reggie F. Baby and his Dodgers.
LA Dodgers, baby. Since 2013, we've been in the hunt.
Yep.
It's been 7-8 long years. We've been trying. And until we signed that Mookie Betts and everybody else, we went ahead and took that championship this year. Shout out to the Dodgers.
I really think Mookie is the difference. I really do. Just watching last year's team and the way they play ball, Mookie scrapping around the bases, generating points.
We pretty much had the same team, and bringing him in, that's just.
I was glad for Dave Roberts, man. Dave Roberts, that was a good guy. They give him a hard time. And he got it.
He got over the hump.
He got it done, man. He made some decisions. He made some questionable decisions these last few years, but
we can say that because they lost. We can say that.
That's the job of a manager.
Yes.
Kershaw got that monkey off his back.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, somebody got to make the tough decisions, and the people that ain't scared to make them, I can respect that.
That's right. That's right.
But that Kevin Cash move, that was a tough one. We're gonna talk about a little bit later. So.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into it.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
Shout out to the Dodgers, man.
Well, since last episode we did game 1 and 2. We left off on game 2. We got game 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's get into it. Game 3, we had Buehler on the mound.
Buehler, man. Buehler dominated. I do like a little questionnaire thing on Bleacher Report, and that I picked between the two, who would have the best game between him and Glasnow, and I picked Glasnow.
Yeah, but
and Buehler
Walker
came out there and was dominant.
He was dominant. The bats, we were swinging bats like crazy. We jumped out on him, and we took that game right there. And then the next game, we had fantasy ending for Tampa Bay Rays. We had Jansen on the mound.
The crazy
Kenley
game.
Jansen on the mound.
I mean, it was a good game. I mean, their back was against the wall. Costly error out there in right field. You can't bobble that ball right there. He tried to come up throwing before he could even get it in the glove, and then they had a bad relay.
But even with it being bobbled,
they had a bad relay to the catcher. Catcher didn't make the catch before he tried to tag, and I mean, plenty of time. Rosarina slipped down halfway between third and home, and he just didn't need to catch the ball, and that was the run to go up.
Yeah, but it is what it is. That was a good game for them, and it made for a good movie and a good World Series.
Yeah, because even if the right fielder don't make that throw, at least it's just tied up.
Yeah.
And, you're going to make an error like that.
That's correct.
Going into game 5.
Game 5,
4-2.
It was a close game.
A big win.
It was a very, very close
Dodgers.
game.
It was.
Defense.
Because Tampa Bay took the lead right there and big home run, and they answered.
Yeah.
Dodgers answered the bell, and they pull away. We got some insurance at the end of it right there with another run.
And then we got game 6. Game 6. We wound up taking that one 3-1. We got Julio Urias on the mound. Closed out the game. Scoreless in the 9th inning.
That's the guy you saw that was pumped up after he closed out when they actually won it.
Yeah.
After that strikeout.
And they were trailing 1-0 in the 6th. And that's when the Rays manager, Kevin Cash, pulled Blake Snell with 1 out, which we're going to talk about that in a little while.
Big mistake.
And the momentum in the game changed in the favor of the Dodgers. And then Mookie Betts hit a solo blast. and
Shout out to
took
Mookie
a
Betts,
3-1 lead. And we went ahead and handled our business. And just to back it up a little bit, in the wild card series against the Nationals, we went ahead and won 3-2 on that. In the division series, we went ahead and beat the Padres 3-0. In the division series, we went ahead. No, I'm sorry. In the championship series, we went ahead and beat the Braves 4-3. And then in the World Series, we took care of the Rays 4-2. And I just want to give a shout out to the big time pitchers that came through: Clayton Kershaw, Joe Kelly, Walker Buehler, Julio, Dustin May, and Kenley Jansen.
May almost cost y'all a couple games.
He did, but he
young,
but
he young.
But I like
Good
him because he
experience
come
for
with that heat, 101 miles an hour fastball, Waylon said, he's very young, so he still have a lot of work to do.
Didn't they have something going on with after the celebration with Justin Turner?
With Justin Turner, apparently the first test he took was inconclusive.
He had COVID.
Well, the first test he took was inconclusive. So then they let him play. But then they took another one, and then they found out during the game it was negative, so they pulled him. But then once the Braves won the championship, he was in some place being quarantined, I guess, and he wound up grabbing his family and taking off and going out there and just celebrating with the team.
You mean once the Dodgers won the championship?
Once the Dodgers won the championship, he went ahead and celebrated with the team, even despite they told him he had a positive test.
Yeah, I mean, he's talking about punishing the organization, because I know he talked to the manager, one of the owners, and they let him go out,
I can't blame him for that.
He asked him, could he go out and take pictures with the trophy?
He was already out there.
He a
7 innings.
homegrown LA kid, and I think he grew up like 8 miles from the stadium.
And if I'm not mistaken, he been with him. He been with him the longest. He been one of the players that's been there the longest. And you know what?
To be able to celebrate with the team and take pictures and all that.
Exactly.
What I didn't like, he didn't have his mask on. You gonna go out there?
He had it on. He had it on, but then he pulled it down. He pulled it down.
Can't do that.
No, they got pictures with him not even on.
Yeah, he pulled it.
He was sitting next to Dave Roberts with it off.
Yeah.
And Dave Roberts is a cancer survivor.
The
coach.
So
he was kissing his wife, and I understand you excited.
MLB kind of handled that kind of bad.
Just wasn't a good look. Yeah.
Justin, y'all just punish me later because I'm going to enjoy this. This could
That's
be
what I think it was.
He might not win another one. So you know what? He was like, I'm gonna enjoy this. And
he was already out there for 8 innings. You're going to pull him out in the 8th. If anybody was going to get infected, they got infected already.
Yeah, that's true.
He was already out there.
That's absolutely true.
Well, don't keep your mask on now, because everybody ain't infected already. No, because they did test everybody else, so everybody know. And they all came back clean, all the other teammates.
Well, speaking on that, the Dodgers, they hit home run record. All of
Justin
these Dodgers,
Turner
9 different Dodgers. Turner, Will Smith, Corey Seager, Chris Taylor, Cody Bellinger, Peterson, Muncy, Barnes, Mookie, all of them hit home runs. And that's a World Series record right there.
9 home runs.
Record.
So now we got LA, the city of champions. LeBron sending out tweets and Instagram posts, giving love to Mookie.
Shout out to Brian, man. He was a big influence on the Dodgers going ahead and get that championship, man. And shout out to him for supporting the Los Angeles Dodgers, man.
So LA, the city of champions. I guess next is the Rams, huh?
Just to give y'all a little background, the last time the Dodgers won a championship, the Lakers also won it with them, 1988.
88.
Yep.
So that's
1988.
That's kind of some symmetry right there.
That's it. Last time Dodgers won, the Lakers won.
Mm-hmm.
So
what about Mookie Betts and Corey?
Who should have won the MVP?
Yes. Which y'all?
Well, just so everybody know, do we have a MVP graphic?
Yeah. Seager, he won the MVP.
Corey Seager is your MVP for the 2020 World Series.
Corey Seager in the World Series, he had 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and he was batting 400. Mookie Betts had 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, batting 269, but 4 stolen bases, and he fed the world tacos. And he did it in 2018, fed it with the Boston Red Sox too. So he just been feeding people with tacos.
What about you got runs scored? You know how many they scored?
Mookie Betts had 3 RBIs and Corey had 5.
them batted in. I'm talking about how many runs they scored.
I didn't see that
Because
one.
Mookie stole in. Well, he didn't steal in. I know he stole a couple bases and he ended up sliding
He
home
stole
a couple times.
four total.
I'm talking about how many that scored. But I mean, I like Corey. Corey came through in a bunch of clutch moments of the playoff run, the whole playoff run.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing with Corey. Because I like Mookie, and that's why I was feeling like that. But whenever you sit down and you look at it, Corey took. That's why he got the MVP in the
LCS and the World Series.
Yeah, that's why he got it, because nobody could pitch against him. Nobody.
Yeah.
He was hitting everybody.
I had Corey Seager on my fantasy team this year.
Yeah,
so that's shortstop, solid on the bases.
Shout out to Corey Seager, man. And he young.
Yep.
Man, he
got a brother.
So everybody pretty much agree it could have went Mookie or it could have went Corey. Either way, you're not mad.
I'm good with both of them. Whichever way you would have went, I'm good with it.
Yep.
Now, speaking of also valuable players on the team, Clayton Kershaw got the monkey off his back. His 2020 postseason stats: 3-1, a 2.88 ERA, 31 strikeouts, 200 opposing average for batters.
And you know what? They was talking about that before, like when we was getting deep into the playoffs, they was like, oh man, whenever you get to these games, his ERA goes up. Guess what? It was up. It was up compared to what he do in a season, and guess what? He still won. So it's just the type of game, is you win some, you lose some. Last year,
as a pitcher though, man, I mean, it's some days some days you can get on the mound and it feel like the ball going slow, and it still may be going with the same velocity. It's just pitching is just It's just some days.
And then your arm and everything else.
To be as consistent as Kershaw been, as long as he been.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Kershaw.
Yeah, now they could be quiet about it. All this ERA talk and all this other stuff they've been talking about. He won his championship.
It's just
he got his chip.
I mean, he always was a good regular season pitcher, and if you getting yourself through 160 game season and you looking at about 20 starts, he winning over 10 a season, and I mean, you putting a lot of effort into getting there. You get to the playoffs and they touching that ball a little more. Yeah. There's nothing but the good teams in there, you know what I mean? And he get a lot of flack for, getting knocked around in the playoffs, and it's a tough position to be in.
But when it came to the World Series, he was ready.
Yeah,
he was the horse.
Yeah,
he was ready.
The longevity been there.
Yep.
I think he come in the game in 2003 or something with LeBron.
And I'm just so happy we won, because I'm telling you, it's been a crazy 7 years. You think you're about to win it, and you stay losing, and man, look, I mean,
you had a lot of players happy for him too.
Yeah.
And just
shout
happy
out
for
to the Dodgers, man. Shout out to Tommy Lasorda.
Now, can we get into what happened Game 6?
I got that Tommy Lasorda.
They pull out Snell.
Okay, yeah, we talked to Dodgers but this move by Kevin Cash, the manager of the year now in the American League. Let me remind everybody before they jump on him too bad. They had a really good season, but sometimes you just can overcoach, and I think he just overcoached the game.
Now,
that's what they give Dave Roberts a hard time for the last couple of years for pitching changes that cost them some series. So sometimes you just need to sit back.
I know, but my thing is, like, we could all say that right now. But then what if they were to leave Snell in the game and we were to start hitting him?
It don't matter.
Then you would be like, oh, they should have pulled him.
He's your ace. He's your ace. I like Glass now, but Snell is the ace. Snell was almost a Cy Young last year before a minor injury.
This is what they were saying before the game, that he's a big-time pitcher and he likes the big stage, and they didn't give him a chance to really, like, he was dealing. He was dealing.
Now, if I'm the coach in that situation, and that's my ace, and my ace going off,
he dealing.
I don't care about no innings right now. The minute they start hitting him, I'm gonna take him out. But
that's what he did. They hit a double. And they second hit of the game, they got all game. Mind you, late fifth going to the sixth inning. And I mean, you pull it.
Look, man, like I said,
he got scared. He saw that double and he got scared.
We can talk about this all day, but whenever you in the middle of that game and you have to make that decision,
well, just like we talked about the other day, I'm a pitcher, and if you ever pitch or if you ever been in the spotlight, period, and you dealing, and they about to take you off the mound for two hits.
I'm gonna be really,
for
really
two
mad.
hits. Just picture you,
especially in the World Series.
Ryan, you ain't played baseball, but just picture you on the court, and you just got put in the second quarter. We was down, and you just run off 10 points straight, 10 baskets in a row, counting the free throw line and all. And the coach come pull you out the game.
I watched that game. They should have kept him in there.
Yeah, they should have kept him in there.
They should have kept
We
him
was
in there.
having trouble with him.
That's what I mean.
We was having trouble with him.
Mookie even said when they pulled Snell out,
It was
they
over.
kind of like a sign of relief.
It was
like
over.
really?
Yeah, because they was struggling.
Just like Walker Buehler did in that game 3. That's what Buehler was dealing that game.
Because they were saying that the Dodgers
Snell
were
was
having trouble hitting left-handers.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's what they were saying. And then you're going to pull Snell out, and then after that, because it only ended up being like a one-run
hits.
game to win the game.
2 hits the whole game.
Yep.
And stuff like that happens with a professional batting lineup.
And Kevin Cash got a lot of flack for that because people were saying like it's
man,
more
I saw
you
from
rely
Patrick Mahomes to
on the analytics
to
and like you got to go with
Barack
the eye
Obama.
test. Yeah.
I seen
Yep.
people
Barack had something to say.
I seen everybody on the timeline.
Yeah.
I mean, it just, like you say, it's like Reggie F. say, it's hindsight's a little clear, but hey,
Yeah.
it's a tough call to make. But
It's
I'm
a
glad
tough
I wasn't the
call.
one he was taking out that mound because it would have been something.
And not to switch subjects, we already went over it, but I just want to mention, we forgot to mention the defense that Mookie Betts played out there too.
Kyle Seager in shortstop.
Both of them.
That boy look good.
Both of them. Yeah. And Mookie, he robbed a home run, maybe I think twice.
That Dodgers, it was their time.
Yeah.
It was their time.
All the stars was lined up.
And this was on neutral field with no trash cans, none of that type of stuff.
No trash.
Neutral
That's it.
field.
No trash cans, Ryan. You laughing. You missed the trash
Ain't nothing
can.
like
and
old
you
What you want
laughing.
me to say? What you want me to say?
You was
man?
rocking with them when they won the championship and had the
And then
trash
found out
cans
they
banging.
cheated. I didn't know they were cheating.
Oh, yeah, you did.
And then once I found out they were cheating, I wasn't rocking
Your
with them
brother,
no
your
more.
brother knew they was cheating. Your brother heard them
Nobody
banging
knew
the
they
trash
was cheating,
cans.
bruh.
Your brother heard them
Why
banging
can't
the
you just
trash
be happy
cans.
for your squad though?
Didn't you
just be happy
didn't-
for your squad? Y'all won, man.
Didn't
Y'all
you-
won, bro.
But
Don't
just
worry
listen-
about all that other stuff. Y'all won, man.
Where your Yankee
when you
Y'all
cap?
went
the
to
city
the
of
game.
champions right now.
When you went
Why
to the
you worried
game.
about trash cans?
When you went to the
Take
game.
that in, man.
When you
Take
went
that
when you
in,
went to the
man.
game, did you hear the trash cans when you
I
went to the
heard
game?
no trash. I wasn't even paying attention. I was trying to get into the game. I'm a casual fan. Like I'm saying, I'm a casual
So
fan.
you never
bruh.
listen for the trash cans.
Red, you so corny. I swear to God, you corny. Boy, y'all leave comments underneath. Tell us what y'all think about the Dodgers winning
Shout
the
out
World
to the
Series.
Dodgers,
What
man.
y'all
Shout
think
out
about
to the
Blake
Rays.
Snell.
It was a good run, but it's over with now because we got Harmon, Severino,
Oh, Lord,
Garrett
Yankees.
Cole coming back.
Let's go on to the
Healthy
next topic,
in
please.
New York.
Ryan,
And
what's
we
the next
coming for
topic?
the
We got a little
championship.
What is
time
the
now.
next
We got
topic?
a little time.
No, we don't have no time for that. We don't have time for wishful thinking.
We gonna see what it is.
This
So,
is-
so what the odds is for next year? Y'all think y'all gonna
It's
repeat?
Dodgers,
Reg?
then us. I saw the odds. They already put them out.
yeah,
It's
they already got
Dodgers, and we right behind.
I don't care about
them.
the odds. Like in y'all heart, who
We
y'all
got.
think?
Let me tell you,
I think
Domingo.
I think the Dodgers gonna repeat.
The Dodgers still look loaded unless
The
they get rid of
Lakers
players.
and the Dodgers gonna repeat.
No, we talking about baseball.
Listen,
You know where
Ryan.
they at.
Listen, Ryan. A couple years ago, Luis Severino was an ace pitcher. Domingo Harmon got suspended last year. He had the lowest ERA.
That's
in the
Yankees we
American
talking
League.
about, right?
That's who coming. That's who gonna be back
We not talking about Yankees.
That's who
Yankees are
gonna
not
be back.
champions.
Man, let's go to the next subject, please.
Can we get the football?
with Garrett Cole.
Let's
is
get
over.
out of the Yankees' dream.
Is y'all ready for football, man? Let's get into
Yes.
football.
We ready.
NFL. Congratulations once again to the Dodgers and City of Champions, LA. Y'all off the chain right now, man.
LA is celebrating
Y'all don't even
big
get out
time.
the bed unless there's a championship on the line.
Hey, guess what? The next LA team gonna win the Super Bowl, baby. Louisiana, LA.
That ain't what
All
that
right, that's
mean.
enough of that.
New
Yeah,
Orleans
enough of
Saints,
that.
Let's
LA.
go.
That's the third LA.
The Rams. or the
Third LA.
Chargers,
No, we ain't
if
talking
it
about
go
no
like
Rams.
that.
We talking about this LA.
Sunday scores from this past weekend in the NFL. We have the Lions over the Falcons 23-22. You had Pittsburgh beating Tennessee in a good game. Tennessee had a chance to win that 27-24. The Buffalo Bills over the Jets 18-10. Green Bay over the Texans 35-20. Kansas City over the Broncos 43-16. Chargers beating Jacksonville 39-29. The Browns over the Bengals 37-34. You had the Saints beating the Carolina Panthers 27-24. Reggie F's going to get into that in a few minutes. Cowboys losing to the football team.
We are who they thought they were.
3.
The football
Tampa
team.
Bay.
We are who they thought they were.
Tampa Bay beating the Raiders 45-20. San Fran 33-6 over the Pats.
Ooh.
33-6 over the Pats.
Ooh.
And 37-34 Arizona beating the Seattle Seahawks. So with that being said, we're going to get into our own individual team. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with the New Orleans Saints. Reggie, what you got?
Oh, man, the Saints took care of business 27-24, went ahead and had to show Teddy Bridgewater, man, thank you for doing what you did for us last year, but that's over. So we went ahead and took care of that.
Real quick.
We beat Drew Brees went 29-36, 287 yards passing, 2 touchdown passes, also had a rushing touchdown, and you could see with the 287 yards passing, 36 attempts. That is a strong arm from a veteran quarterback. And shout out to Kamara. Kamara had 14 carries for 80. Can I finish, please? Kamara had 14 carries for 83 yards. You had Marcus Callaway, number 12, in case you don't know who he is, number 12. He had 8 catches for 75 yards. Kamara also had 8 catches for 65 yards. So shout out to the Saints for taking care of their business. Deontay Harris and Jared Cook also had a touchdown. I think that was Deontay Harris' first touchdown this year, number 11. So shout out to him. And Sunday night, man, primetime game. We going to take care of Tom Brady again like we did earlier in the season. That's right.
Oh, y'all play the Bucks.
That's right. Primetime.
Ooh.
Tampa Bay?
Y'all need
Get
to
it
beat
right.
Them.
That's gonna be
In Tampa Bay.
At Tampa Bay.
In Tampa Bay.
That's going to be a game now. I think AB going to be back for that one.
I think Michael Thomas is too. Michael Thomas will be back, I think, too.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Thomas practicing this week. I seen pictures.
Yeah, Thomas is back.
He's practicing this week.
He is back.
Yep.
New England.
So shout out to the Saints.
New England Patriots. Let's get into it.
The Patriots, baby. The faithful is in the building, and we took a tough one. Man, we just can't move the ball right now. 33-6 49ers over the Patriots, and it's looking bad out there. We just can't move the ball. We can't get a first down.
Is it time for Bill to get creative?
No, we already creative. We too creative
on
right
offense.
now. We already too creative. We running sweeps and play actions and running too much and draws. And, man, I need Cam Newton to get a first down. And, I mean, he said it himself. He playing bad. He did an interview after that. Cam Newton, 9 for 15, 98 yards, 3 INTs.
Oof.
And I went back and I even did a little bit of research. Cam Newton generated 2 first downs the whole game. And you cannot play a football game on 2 first downs.
It's kind of hard to play a game when you're getting paid $500,000. That's
it's hard to earn a check if you out there looking like you don't even belong.
First time passed and lost 3 straight since 2002.
Why is Gilmore selling his house?
They were talking about trading Gilmore.
Gilmore was actually on the trading block.
He just put his house up for sale on the internet.
Anticipating him trading.
Yeah, we dealing Gilmore.
Dunlap did the same thing with Cincinnati and just left. That's why I mentioned that. So I'm thinking that Gilmore is about to go.
But that trade rumor been out there though.
They say we was actually working on a deal for Gilmore back in July, August, and April.
So y'all been trying to deal him.
Yep.
Wow.
Why though?
Wow.
Hey.
Why? That's like y'all best defensive player. Probably y'all best player.
Well, you got to strike when the iron hot, man. Sometimes you got to strike when the iron hot.
So what's the plan?
Look his philosophy.
What's the plan, though?
The plan is you can't question Belichick, man. Just let him do what he do.
You don't question.
Sit back and reap the benefits. Hey, look, when you're down, you're down. When you need to rebuild and fix it.
If you tell me that they're tanking, then I'll believe you.
But you didn't say nothing about rebuilding with all that bill talk when time left.
It ain't about just rebuilding. It's about fixing it.
So what y'all got to fix? Y'all just one player left.
Listen, let me
Just
tell you.
one player left.
If you
one player left.
Listen,
how you have such a problem in one player left?
Listen,
Just one.
If you ever have to fix your water faucet, you got to cut the water off and fix it.
That is
Go
baloney.
cut the water off and then fix it.
You just made a sandwich with baloney. That is
So
baloney.
y'all just about to blow it up.
We just finna fix it. You ain't just hear what I said. We just cut the water. We cutting the water off right now, so we can fix it.
I don't understand that.
They
Anybody
gonna cut the water back on.
Anybody do me a favor. Somebody do me a favor and
He's fixing the
comment.
plumbing.
Somebody do me a favor and
Hey,
comment
man.
on what the heck he talking about, because
I'm just-
I don't understand that.
Well, you know,
on
you
to
gotta
another
think
team.
outside the box. What and
Cut the
on
water
that,
off?
And one more thing, we going to Buffalo.
How you cut the water off
We're
if the
going
water
to
never
we're going
started
to a
running?
5-2 hot Buffalo team.
How you cut the water off if the water never started running?
How you gonna say Drew Brees got a strong arm and the longest pass he threw was 11 yards?
36 attempts,
Everything over
287
15
yards,
yards
and he
is
got a
every-
rushing touchdown with that arm.
On to a team that needs to get hit in the head with a pipe. My Dallas Cowboys.
We need to
Just
turn the
waiting
water
to turn the
on.
water off. We
Turn
need
the
to just
water
get
on and
screwed
drown.
Oh,
upside
somebody
the
want to
head.
turn the water off. Somebody want to hit somebody in the head with a
Nah,
pipe.
that ain't-
We lost to the Washington football team 25-3.
Yowza.
I stopped watching this game at halftime.
They are who we thought they were.
Hold on, give me my time. Bruh. It's horrible. It's
You
horrible.
want time to cry?
Andy Dalton, he got knocked out. Nobody came to his defense.
Nobody even came to help him
At
up,
all.
but the
They just-
referee,
they just left him.
the referee had to come
The
help him
red
off the
rifle
ground.
was the BB gun that day.
That's messed up, man. That's messed up.
We got
Everybody walked off the field.
Ben Beneducci, our third string quarterback.
He putting his life on the line.
He's gonna be Danucci. He's gonna be playing. I think he's out of Old Dominion or something like that. Prayers to him.
And that's what y'all general manager got for y'all.
We traded Everson Griffin. We cut Dontari Poe.
Sure did.
It's just sad times right now if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan. I don't really know what to really say about it. It seemed like what we're doing, it seemed like we're tanking. It seemed like we're tanking for trouble.
Well, that just let us know that all this
That's
time
what
it
we
wasn't
doing.
Jason Garrett.
Yeah,
It wasn't Jason Garrett.
I think in a way it might have. I think they
Ah,
liked.
Ryan, he did
Hold
way
on.
better than
I
this.
think they liked playing for Jason.
Jason Garrett-
I don't think they liked playing for Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
I think it's more along them lines. But you're a professional. You're getting paid.
Yeah.
Regardless, you're
True.
supposed to play. And them boys, they just laying down.
Why Zeke look fatter?
And speaking of that, just
They're
to
not
end it,
handing him the ball.
Zeke.
He's
Zeke,
not able to run.
I don't even know if I would give him the ball.
Yeah, because look, just the whole NFC East, the first division in NFL history without a 3-win team through week 7. I think the Eagles are 2-4, Washington's 2-5, the Giants are 1-6, we 2-5. So it's just horrible right now. We suck, and it looks like we tanking for Trevor Lawrence. That's what it looked like, or a quarterback, or a defensive player. I don't know what the hell we
Why
doing.
are you
I
saying
re- I
Trevor
re-
Lawrence
I-
and y'all got Dak?
I really don't think y'all tanking. I think y'all just that bad right now.
But we trading everybody though. We trading everybody.
But
we,
y'all
we,
got
we,
Dak.
we traded
But Ryan,
we traded Griffin. We
Li-
cut.
Listen,
Poe,
Ryan,
like you cutting players.
You got a new head coach came in. He want this type of players that's gonna fill his system.
But these are the players that you wanted in the offseason.
No.
These are the players that you're trading and cutting.
No,
not the players that been there. No,
that's the team.
Everson Gritton we got from the Vikings. He was a Pro Bowler.
That's the
We
team.
traded him. Dontari
That-
Poe came from another team. We just cut him.
That's-
Worley, he came from another team. We just cut him. What that look like to you?
It looks like y'all confused like y'all been the last 23,
It looked like
24
we tanking.
years.
It looked like we tanking. That's what it looked like.
Y'all
we doing.
been confused the
We
last
tanking for
24
Trevor.
years.
We tanking for Trevor. That's what it looked
I
like.
don't know about tanking for Trevor. You know what? Trevor gonna stay in college another year not to go play with y'all.
Oh, boy, stop that.
Okay.
Oh, he would love to come play for Dallas, boy. Stop that. Love to come play for Dallas, boy.
Who wanna go play for a team that ain't
With
won
a-
a Super Bowl in
with a
24
ri-
years?
You could be the one to get us one. You could be the one.
Yeah,
you could
but,
be the
but
missing link.
That's what
That
they've
could
been.
be you.
They've been saying that about the Browns too, with all their quarterbacks, and what happened.
Reg, anybody would want Trevor Lawrence, cuz. Or Justin
it's
Fields.
not about Trevor Lawrence. It's about Trevor Lawrence
or that
want
boy,
y'all.
Or that boy.
Trevor Lawrence don't want
It
to
ain't
play
about
with
that.
y'all.
You get drafted. And you get drafted.
That's
and you
why. That's why he
People
gonna
were saying
stay
that
playing.
with Joe Burrow going to Cincinnati, and look what Joe Burrow doing with Cincinnati.
What
He
about
looked
Dak
good.
Prescott?
Cincinnati been winning.
Man, Dak.
That's
coming
why y'all
off
been
the
trying to
injury, bro.
lowball Dak all this time.
I don't know. We didn't know we was gonna be the worst team in the league.
Are y'all gonna trade that?
I have no idea. How am I supposed to know that? I'm just watching what I'm seeing going on, man. It's just heartbreaking, bro. It's just heartbreaking.
It shouldn't be heartbreaking, Ryan. This been going on for a long time, man.
Division leaders, man. Let's get into the division leaders. Nobody in this room
Heartbroken.
is leading their division right now. AFC North is Pittsburgh Steelers 6-0. AFC East 5-2 Buffalo Bills. AFC South Tennessee Titans 5-1. AFC West is Kansas City 6-1. NFC North 5-1 Green Bay Packers. NFC South Tampa Bay 5-2. NFC East 2-4-1 Philadelphia. NFC West is 5-1 Seattle Seahawks. Those are your division leaders. And if the playoffs
the
started today,
NFC East is 2-4-1 as the leader.
If the playoffs started today,
wow,
your 1 seeds in the AFC and the NFC would be Green Bay and Pittsburgh. Your wild card rounds, because they kind of changed it up. They let extra teams in this year. It would be the Colts against Kansas City. It would be the Browns against Tennessee. It would be Baltimore against Buffalo. In the NFC, it would be the Rams against the Seahawks. It would be the Cardinals against Tampa Bay. And it would be Chicago against Philadelphia.
I like the extra teams. I like that.
Yeah, you're going to get more cities involved, more excitement for the NFL and everything. So
too bad it ain't going to be in Arlington.
Yeah, by the looks of that, it ain't going to be in New Orleans neither. You talking all that. One question I wanted to ask you, because I didn't want to interrupt you during your same segment. You said one dude.
We already went, Pat.
But no, I had a question, because we got time. You had one dude.
We got time.
You had one dude catch the ball 8 times. Another dude catch the ball 9 times, and it was like 60 yards and 70 yards. Like
no, they both caught for 80, almost 100 yards.
No, you didn't say that though.
Yeah, one of them caught for 88 and
How many catches?
They had 8 catches.
8 catches for how many yards?
We ran a lot of screen plays.
For how many yards? 8 catches for how many yards?
It total 287.
I don't know.
It total 287, man.
Oh man.
We've been watching politicians on TV all week.
Oh yeah.
We tired of it.
Oh boy.
Don't give me no politician answers.
He trumping and Biden over there, boy. He trumping and Biden over there, boy.
287 yards passing, all right?
Your passing leaders right now in the NFL. Matt Ryan leads the NFL, 2181. Deshaun Watson, 2095. Joe Burrow, the rookie out of LSU, 3rd in passing, 2023.
Wow.
Josh Allen, 2018. And Teddy Bridgewater, 1930. That's your top 5 for passing.
Where's Tom?
Your Russian leaders, your top 5.
At the top of his division.
Derrick Henry, 663.
I ain't mad.
Edwards Hilaire, 2nd in the league in rushing right now, 551 yards.
That's nice.
They're deep, and they just signed Le'Veon. But keep the ball in that boy's hand though.
Kenyon Drake hurt.
Yeah, Drake 512.
Kenyon Drake got 512. He got 400 against the Cowboys the last game.
Jones 506 and Cook 489. That's your top 5 in rushing and receiving. Your top 5, you got Hopkins with 704, Anderson 640. He's doing a good job over there in Carolina. Calvin Ridley, more receiving yards than Julio right now, 615. Stephon Diggs 603 and Amari Cooper 583.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah.
He's not gonna be that long.
I heard Green Bay trying to get him. Green Bay trying to get him.
He tried.
The way that Waylon said it, just he ain't gonna be there.
I'm talking about in the top
Stephon
5.
ain't gonna be there long with the pass
I'm talking about in the top 5. Why you being
yeah,
salty?
hating over that. This is just the way you
being salty. I'm talking about in the top 5.
He ain't gonna be there long.
Unless DiNucci can get him the ball.
Y'all gonna be on y'all's 2nd and 3rd string quarterbacks.
DiNucci. Okay, man. Let's do our picks before we get into our NFL topics and whatnot. Let me see. We got our schedule coming up. Right now, we have Carolina and the Falcons. So we're not going to pick that one. Anybody got a little quick score update on that game? I know we had it on.
It's 14-6 Panthers in the 2nd quarter.
Okay.
Teddy Bridgewater, Curtis Samuel scored twice, ran in a 12-yarder, and Teddy just threw him one.
Okay. Early games on Sunday. Starting off with Buffalo at Patriots.
Got the Pats, baby.
I got Buffalo.
No, we in Buffalo, I think.
I'm going Buffalo.
No, y'all in New England.
I'm going.
Is it?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Well,
I'm going Buffalo.
Well,
all day.
I think Bill he gonna shake back right here.
Bill ain't gonna do nothing.
I think it's in Cam
take
Head.
Another L.
I think it's in Cam Head.
Y'all gonna be the new Browns.
I think it's in Cam Head. We got the Bengals at the Titans.
Titans.
I got Titans.
I got Titans too, but they better not take the Bengals light. They better not take the
The
Bengals
Tennessee don't take nobody light.
I don't know. They just had a big win over Pittsburgh. That could be a game. They could be like, okay, we're gonna beat up the Bengals, and then Joe Burrow go out there. And
They didn't beat
400
Pittsburgh.
yards.
They never beat Pittsburgh.
I mean, they came back close to beat Pittsburgh.
But they
should have won that
They
game.
never beat.
They should have won that
if they
game.
should have won it, they would have won it. They lost. Okay, they lost. God.
Come on.
Now
Come
look
on,
you.
man.
That's what we're doing now.
Yeah, because what you doing all this hype? Look,
Browns, Raiders.
Let's go to the next one, man.
Browns, Raiders.
I'm taking
Raiders
Raiders.
in Las Vegas.
Oh, you're not taking the Browns?
Nah, I'm
No,
taking
man.
Raiders.
Odell done. I'm
Odell
not going
hurt.
with him no more. I'm done.
Yeah.
Lions at
But
Colts.
hold on. But I will say this: they did show something on ESPN where they showed a breakdown where whenever Odell Beckham on the field, Baker Mayfield don't read nothing because he tried to get the ball to him, and once Odell left, they showed the same exact play where he threw the pick, but this time he had to read and it was open. So
it's Odell's fault. Tell them people you was watching that,
It's
tell them to
not.
go
They're
sit
not
down.
saying it's Odell's fault. They're saying it's Baker Mayfield's fault because that's how you should play with him on the field, and y'all would be even better. So we're gonna see going forward what this look like, but until then, I'm not going with him again.
Lions at Colts.
Lions.
I like the Lions right there too.
I'm going Colts.
That's a good spot.
I'm going Phillip.
Green Bay at Minnesota. Green Bay.
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
I'm gonna go Green Bay on
That's
this.
who hurt Aaron Rodgers. They always play Aaron Rodgers.
I'm gonna go
tough.
Green Bay on this.
If you got Aaron Rodgers in fantasy, you better sit him down this week.
I'm gonna
Green
go.
Bay owns Minnesota.
I'm gonna go with.
Not stat wise.
I'm gonna go.
I
with
don't
Green
care.
Bay.
Win wise, they own them.
Yeah.
They do?
Oh yeah, they do.
You
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
positive.
Yeah.
Green,
I don't know about that.
Kansas City at the Jets.
Oh, Kansas
City. Waylon. You better not
Kansas
say
City.
Jets, boy. Oh,
Kansas
look, he thinking about it too.
He don't like Kansas City at all. He
Dol-
don't even like to say their name.
Dolphins with Tua starting at the Rams. Rams.
God bless Tua. I'm going with the Rams and Aaron Donald.
Yeah, I'm taking Rams.
I got Rams.
We got Baltimore at Pittsburgh.
You know what? I'm going for the upset. I'm taking Pittsburgh.
Is that Pittsburgh?
I'm taking Pittsburgh.
I think they're gonna stop.
They not scared.
They're gonna stop that run.
And their defense right now is, their defense is playing so solid, it's unreal right now.
That's not a bad pick. I like Pittsburgh. I like Pittsburgh in that spot. And they at
At
Pittsburgh.
home against the Ravens, and they want Lamar.
Lamar not running stupid on them.
I'm going with Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I got
Sorry, Fur.
I'm taking Steelers.
Okay. We got the Broncos at the Chargers. Chargers.
I'm going Broncos.
Broncos.
Chargers.
Well, no, hold on.
I like Herbert.
I know, me too. But I'm going Broncos. I say Melvin Gordon coming back, getting redemption.
Okay. We got the Bears at
New
the
Orleans.
Saints. Well, we already know.
Bears.
Bears ain't got no offense. I'm gonna take the Saints.
Oh no! Please go with the Bears.
No, Bears have no offense.
Please go with the Bears.
Yes.
I'm begging you.
I
Please.
already picked the Saints on my pick.
But
That's done.
no.
That's already done.
No.
Seattle at San
We
Fran.
already said it out loud.
Oh yeah, Seattle at San Fran.
I rebuke that.
San Francisco.
I like Seattle. San Fran got too many
I'm
injuries.
going with Russ.
Yeah, I got Russ.
And Russ we trust.
San Fran got too many injuries.
Oh, well, y'all don't like him over Pat Mahomes, but y'all like Russ, huh?
Yeah, I like Russ. I mean, against San Fran.
Russ in the MVP conversation. Pat Mahomes not.
That's okay. Pat Mahomes just won a championship, a Super Bowl.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Why is you hating on Pat though?
He just overhyped.
Overhyped.
Okay. Eagles.
You're
at
an over-hater.
Eagles at Cowboys.
Oh, that is an easy pick.
Eagles.
Eagles. Fly like an eagle. See no
Who you
evil
picking?
eye.
The question is, who you take?
Yeah. Yeah, because this is for pick'ems right here, Ryan. This
Y'all
no matter
just
what.
lost to
Right
the
here, you can't
football
go.
I
You
pick
can't.
Cowboys. I pick Cowboys.
You pick the Cowboys?
I gotta pick Cowboys.
Oh, come on.
How's it gonna look if I pick the Eagles on the pick 'em? Stop that.
So you,
But if it
so
keep
you,
going downhill like that, if I'm trying to win the money,
so you like the
Yeah,
rest.
bro.
So you like the rest of the
So-
players. You willing to take that L?
Now, y'all saw the breaking news just now?
I think we could.
What about Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence got
he got COVID.
What?
And-
Yeah, but
and he got
we were supposed to wait until we get to college to do that.
I mean, it's breaking news.
The Monday
I
night
know,
game.
but I was waiting.
Giants at Tampa Bay.
Oh, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay.
Wait, the Giants?
Yep, Giants at Tampa Bay.
No. Hold on.
That's the
I
Monday
must
night
have
game,
looked
right?
at the schedule wrong.
Falcons
again.
just scored.
You might have been going a week ahead.
Yeah, I must have looked at this.
Falcons
wrong.
just
Hold
scored.
on.
Yeah, y'all don't play no Tampa Bay. He don't even know who they playing.
No, I looked at it wrong.
Let's get into this, man. Okay, the QB class, the last 2 years, we got a lot of good quarterbacks that have been coming into the NFL. On the Bill Simmons podcast, you had CC Sabathia. He was comparing Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert to Roethlisberger and Eli. He was talking about Tua coming on in, Kyler Murray and whatnot. And Reg just brought a question to the group on what do we think about the crop of new quarterbacks who've been coming in, who's going to be leading their teams probably for the next 10 years. So what do y'all think about that?
First of all, the Saints play the Bears at 325. I just want to correct that. Sorry about that.
Bucks.
When it comes to the young quarterbacks,
Yeah, we just said that.
Yeah, but
what I
he's correcting his
the Bears. The Bears. They play the Bears.
Yeah, we said that on the pick'em.
He didn't
I
say
know.
that earlier.
No, I didn't say it earlier. I said Tampa Bay. I went ahead, thought it was the Sunday night game.
He want to correct me, but he corrected some stuff he said 15 minutes ago.
But
I
I
just
correct-
did the pick'em. The pick'em was to correct. You didn't have to say
I
nothing.
corrected myself.
Yeah, but you corrected yourself 20 minutes ago.
That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. I like to make sure these people get the correct information.
So the crop
Can you
of
pull a
quarterbacks.
picture back up?
Okay, the
pull a picture back
the
up.
crop of quarterbacks. Let's just move it. Let's just move it. Let's go.
Okay, so when
We
it
got
comes
the crop of quarterbacks.
when it comes to Tua, I can't say nothing. I never saw him play yet.
Yeah, no
But
opinion
Joe
on that.
Burrow and are you
Justin
saying
Herbert.
Herbert from the
Kyler Murray.
Chargers.
Kyler Murray.
He looking good. Him and Joe Burrow looking good.
Yeah.
I like what I'm seeing with him. To say they're that young, but like I said, like I talked about this the other night, the way that the NFL is designed now, they started years ago. They started going to get college coaches and bringing them into the NFL to coach and incorporating those college players in the NFL to change the NFL. So that's why these quarterbacks coming out of college in their rookie year, they way better than the rookies used to be because they playing prototypical offenses in college. You know what I mean? So when they transition into the NFL, it's really not much they transition into except maybe the speed a little bit. You know what I mean? And the strength. But other than that, hey, I think he's going to be like this for years to come.
A lot of people didn't think Joe Burrow was going to come in the league doing what he's doing. It's not turning into wins right now, but he's showing that he's a very competent quarterback. Justin Herbert, from the moment he stepped onto the field, people like San Diego got their next quarterback for the next 10 years. Same thing with Kyler Murray. Now, you had some misses. Sam Darnold. I blame the organization more than I blame Sam Darnold because the Jets are they're a bad organization. You go over there, I believe he's a better quarterback than that. And you had maybe some other quarterbacks that's not as successful, but just like you said, you coming in with a college system, college coach, and it's more relatable to what's going on now. So they're having success. They're having real success, and I see some stars coming out.
Yeah, as long as you can find a kid that's smart enough and that can follow directions and got a big arm,
Yeah.
you can teach the rest.
Mm-hmm. And you got some quarterbacks that's coming out in next year's draft. Maybe Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, the little guy out of, I forget his name, out of North Dakota State. He's been getting a lot of hype, so you're going to have more younger quarterbacks that's coming into the league and whatnot. So I think the league is going to be in good hands going forward.
Yep. Especially,
Well, it's a passing league now, so
I mean, well, you say that, and then you go look at like Josh Allen, them having success,
True,
Moot
true.
running the ball and throwing,
Well,
Russell
the
Wilson,
reason-
Kyler Murray.
the reason
You got players there's Lamar.
But those running backs that have a lot of success in the NFL now, they have to be able to the running backs, they have to be able to run and catch. Like when coaches go recruit kids, when my son was in the recruits and stuff nowadays, they would tell him that, man, look, if you playing running back and all you could do is run the ball, they're not gonna really look for you. But if you can run and catch the ball, then you know what, that's gonna put you a step up. You have to be able to do that nowadays.
Yep.
Back then it used to be just running. Now you have to catch like a receiver. Because they're going to put you out there 5 wide and everything else.
Yeah, the quarterback becomes a weapon himself.
Yeah.
And not just if you got receivers and running backs, the quarterback himself can end up being a weapon for you.
That's right.
So I thought that was a
Yeah,
pretty
you
good
have a
question.
quarterback that could scramble too. That's
Like
why the
Lamar.
Ravens so deadly, you know.
I tell you what, Cam Newton is on his last tryout. I'm gonna tell you that now.
I think it's the
He
system.
better get it together.
I think it's the system. They need to be a little more creative, man.
Yeah,
They
he
need
need to
all the
complete
little,
the wide open
all the little
passes.
screens and all the little
No,
things y'all used to
there
do
ain't
with
no
time.
screens.
It don't work no more.
I saw NFL Network.
Y'all need to go 5 wide.
Kurt Warner and somebody on the NFL Network, the coach They did a breakdown, and Cam Newton just ain't even looking for him. They on the brakes wide open, and he ready to run. He taking the ball down, holding it too long. Let me get off my soapbox.
Well, maybe y'all
get it right, Cam.
Cam
Cam did an interview today that said what he learned in New England is that losing like he doing ain't acceptable, and he need to figure it out.
Okay, moving on. We're going to have the table to Tampa Bay making it to the Super Bowl. We'll do that next week. Just real quick to wrap up the NFL. We got AB going to the Bucks. He ended up going to Tampa Bay. We'll get into that more next week. Odell, he's out for the season. He's done torn ACL.
Shout out to Odell.
We were just talking about him last week. Dez Bryant.
Should let him go. If they'd have let Odell free, he'd be playing ball.
Dez Bryant signed with the Baltimore Ravens practice squad.
Why
Glad
does he
to
have
see
a
him
Cowboys
back
uniform?
Because he don't have no other uniform right
He was
now.
with the Saints
Dez,
last before the Cowboys.
and y'all just threw him like trash.
Yeah,
Dez,
which y'all
congratulations on making
that's
it
what
to
they
the
did.
practice
He hurt
squad.
himself
You're
and
back into the
threw him away.
NFL.
Exactly.
Cowboys traded Everson Griffin to the Lions for draft picks, and that's all we got.
Ball trading
Pretty
their whole
much.
team.
Pretty much in the NFL. Now let's get to college, man. Top 25 AP poll is out, and this is the top 25 for all of our watchers that are watching. For our listeners, I'm gonna give you the top 10. Number 10 is Florida. Number 9 is Wisconsin. Number 8 is Texas A&M. Number 7 is Cincinnati. Number 6 is Oklahoma State. Number 5 is Georgia. Number 4 is Notre Dame. Number 3 is Ohio State. Number 2 is Alabama, and number 6 is Clemson.
Yep.
So how y'all feel about that? LSU, I don't see them in there. No, they're not in there.
They got Ohio State up there 1-0. I mean, they started off slow. It looked like it was going to be a game until about the third quarter.
Yeah, and y'all know our teams, Florida, LSU. LSU, they played this weekend. Florida, they're still out.
Yeah, we coming back with the COVID. I think we got enough players to play now.
Okay. LSU over the weekend, 52-24 over South Carolina.
52-24 over South Carolina. We had the starting quarterback Brennan Miles injured. So T.J. Finley, 6'6", 242-year-old, 18-year-old freshman. 242-pound, 18-year-old freshman from Ponchatoula, Louisiana. He went ahead and started his first career game with LSU on the road against South Carolina SEC team. He went 17-21 on incompleted 4 passes, 265 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. He did have 1 interception. And then we had Tyrion Davis-Price with 22 carries, 135 yards, 1 rushing touchdown. Emory, I really like him too. I saw him practice. Yep, I saw him practice as a freshman, and he just so smooth whenever he running, and whenever he get his chance, he's gonna blow up. But anyway, he had 18 carries for 88 yards as well. So they really pounded the ball. He also had a touchdown. They really pounded the ball. Terrace Marshall Jr., 6 catches, 88 yards, 2 touchdowns. And
they won the game, man.
Hey,
who they played?
Hey, man, I'm just talking about our stars, okay? We took care of business. You know what I mean?
What happened to? We got everybody hurt with COVID and everybody. Everybody went to the league.
We are.
We went to the league and did all that, but now you go win a game, and now we can talk a lot.
Well, I'm talking because the freshman. I had heard
Shout
a lot
out to
about
the LSU fans.
I heard a lot about the freshman, and some people say he should have been starting. And after I saw him play, I was like, you know what? I understand why they say that. Now, I don't want to go ahead on and just like throw Brennan to the curve, because we got the T.J. Finley and Brennan Miles, situation going on. I don't want to throw him to the curve because he didn't lose his position. He got injured.
Looked like Brad Johnson's son looked pretty good too.
Yeah, so it's going to be a tough decision for Orgeron. I'd rather be stuck with a tough decision like that than to be stuck like the Pats, so to speak. You know what I mean?
They also say if you don't know who your starting quarterback is, you ain't got a quarterback.
Well, it's not about that. We had a starter. He got injured. I'm just saying I'd rather have to choose between.
If you stuck between the two, you ain't got none.
Well, just to say, just quick stats on Brennan. Brennan started his first
that's what they
career.
say.
Waylon said, nah.
He started his.
Waylon on his stuff today.
He just
bro.
been hating.
We losing, man.
So anyway, so Brennan in his first, game starting as the LSU quarterback, he has 1,112 yards passing, 11 touchdowns, 3 interceptions with a 65.8 QBR.
And what's his record? Win-loss record.
He lost a couple
Well,
games.
put that in there then.
He lost a couple games.
Okay, then.
Now,
Hey, Mr. Statman.
TJ Finley.
Mr. Statman.
Yeah.
What's your eye test? What's your eye telling you? You can stat us to death. When you as a quarterback, when you look at them boy, who you think should be in there? I want
You
your
saw
opinion.
the Florida offense.
I want your opinion.
What you think?
I don't want the stats. I want your opinion.
You the LSU fan.
And you as a quarterback.
I'm gonna say this. I'm
Here we go. He's still on the
I'm
fence
stuck.
again.
Yep, I am. I am because we did play South Carolina. South Carolina don't have the best defense in the nation. Brennan played against some tougher defenses than TJ Finley. But I would like to see TJ Finley in the next game, and if he can be consistent like this again, I would probably go with. Listen, hold on. I would probably go with him simply because he's a freshman, and we can do a lot of work with him this year and be right back for the championship next year.
Okay, that ain't what we asking you right now. We asking you if they view as Ogeron and fit Brennan healthy right now, who you starting next week?
I'm gonna go with who's hot. I'm gonna go with TJ right now. but if he run into problems, Brennan.
Well, that's gonna be anybody.
But then
now you got a confidence problem with Brennan.
Exactly. That's why I just said I'm stuck on the fence because that's exactly what's gonna happen if he do that. And then you try to bring him back in and. I don't know.
Who else you got next week?
Like I say, it's a tough problem.
Who
It's
y'all
a
got
tough
next
problem
week?
going on. I didn't even check it out. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. Waylon, I don't even know if y'all playing this weekend or
We still I think they just confirmed we got enough people to play. I can see you on the schedule, but
okay.
I know we're supposed to be
Why y'all doing that? We got to move on.
That's the boy here.
UFC 254,
Something
man.
else.
254 was over the weekend. We had a big build-up. Reg and his brother were arguing all about it. Who ended up winning that fight, Reg?
Oh, come on, man.
I'm just asking.
Seriously?
Hey, Fur, shout out Fur.
Yeah, I mean, hey.
He told me.
Man, that wasn't no super duper great pick he made.
Super duper.
Everybody was going for Khabib.
He told you what was going to happen, though.
Everybody was going for Khabib. Yeah, I was going for Justin. I went against Khabib his last 3 fights, and I told on the last show, I said if he win that next fight against Justin, all the fighters I threw at him, I wasn't going against him again. And guess what? I don't have to go against him again because he retired.
Yeah, after he beat Gaethje at UFC 254, he announced his retirement, saying there is no way I'm going to be back without my father. So, after he went ahead and got the win, he ended up retiring, and that brought up the question. And this was question up for a lot of debate. With him being 29-0 professional record, 13-0 in the UFC, second longest win streak in UFC history, tied for the most lightweight title wins with 4, beating fighters such as Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier. Is Khabib the GOAT of MMA? That's what the question people have been asking. And John Bone Jones made a video like he's y'all out y'all mind. But what do y'all think, being that you the MMA fan?
I'm not gonna say he the GOAT because I would have liked to see more fights. If he could have put up another, 7 or 10 victories, then yeah, we could start talking like that. But that's 13 victories. They have a bunch of people in the UFC had 13. We about to talk about Anderson Silva, and he had a 16-game winning streak for a decade. So you can't just sit up there and say Khabib is the GOAT. You got to think about some of these great fighters that was there before him, such as Anderson Spider Silva.
Well, let's get into it.
He fighting this weekend.
Okay,
Yeah, we
well,
got Silva and Hall.
Anderson Spider
Fighting
Silva.
this fight night. Fighting over the weekend.
It's called his retirement fight. He's 45 years old now. And like I said, his debut was in 2006 against Chris Leben. And he wound up knocking him out in the first round, and that started a legendary career right there. He for a whole decade, he ruled a couple divisions. He was a dual champion, and like I said, he changed the game, man. And Anderson Silva, I think that if he wouldn't have gotten his head so big at some point, he would have still been a champion for a long time. But that once he lost
Oh,
that
man,
first,
Father
once he
Time
lost
caught
that
up with
fight,
Silva,
once he
man.
lost that fight to Wildman, Waterman, and then that was it after that. Like, he just went downhill.
So is this a comeback fight or just to show that he still has it? And who is Hall? Is that any competition for him? Who you think gonna win?
Uriah Hall is a veteran pro now in the MMA. The only reason he not fighting for a championship because he lost a lot of good big time fights.
Okay.
But he's still a good quality fighter. He's still a good veteran. You know what I mean? And shout out to Anderson Silva. Yeah.
What's that?
It's dark and hell is hot.
You know about
Ain't no
this.
sunshine.
That's my jam.
That's Anderson Silva. Y'all be ready Saturday night. Be ready Saturday night when Anderson Silva come out, baby.
I ain't heard that in a minute.
He made that a classic.
Wow.
Yeah, but
The dog.
Yes, he made that a classic right
Boy,
there.
took me back right there.
Hey, that's what he come out to.
Okay.
Every fight, that's what he would come out to, and he would go tell people, look. So shout out to him, man. That was one of my favorite fighters in the UFC for a long time. And also, he had a good fight against UFC 117 against Snell. Shell Sonnen, and he was about to lose the fight, and right at the end of the fight in the 5th round, he wound up, submitting him and winning that fight, and that's one of his, classic fights. So if you want to go see a classic fight, go watch UFC 117.
Fight
Anderson
night.
Silva.
It's gonna be on ESPN Plus. Y'all go ahead and check it out for MMA fans, UFC fans. Boxing, on the boxing side, we have Devontae Davis, TMT Money Team, Floyd Mayweather fighter. I seen him promoting him today, going up against Leo Santa Cruz.
TMT,
Devontae
baby.
Davis, 23-0-0. Santa Cruz 37-1-1.
Have y'all watched Gervonta Davis
Yeah, I
fight?
seen him fight.
You seen him, Reg?
I've seen him fight.
This boy is a killer.
And they fighting for the
And I'm
super
here to tell
featherweight,
you.
and they shooting for the lightweight world
He
championship.
kind of got a little flawed in his stance and in his defense.
He trying to
but
knock you out.
He trying to hurt some.
Yeah, I've
both
seen him fight
of
a
them.
few times.
22. What was it? 22 of his 23 were knockouts.
Yeah.
Santa,
And he hadn't lost yet.
yeah, 96% KO the artist for Cruz.
Yes,
So
indeed.
It's
And
gonna
Floyd
be
been promoting, boy. Floyd been promoting.
it's gonna be a fight right there.
That's gonna be a good one. I believe
And
it.
Floyd not gonna put no money behind somebody that can't box.
Nah.
Better believe that.
It's gonna be on Showtime.
You better believe
Showtime.
that.
Okay.
Showtime pay-per-view. So you got UFC going down. You also have boxing going down. This fight, we had to kind of research and make sure it was still going down. Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr., as far as we know, it's still going down November the 28th, presented by Thriller. And it's still going down. I believe they have an undercard. We'll give you more information as it gets
I know they're gonna have like
closer.
musicians. They're gonna have some entertainment before the fight too.
And Mike Tyson just put a message out there saying that he gonna disable Roy Jones.
Waylon said that Roy gonna beat Tyson.
I'm taking Roy now. I've been watching a little bit of their training and
Explain that, Waylon.
Tyson looks.
So we can get some comments on this.
Tyson looked really slow.
He looks slow.
Yes, he did.
Well, I saw some videos with Tyson. He didn't look slow to me.
I mean, he pounding a punching bag, but it don't even look like he hitting it hard.
How about Roy?
Well, get in the ring and let's see if he
I know
it
Roy
hard.
just fought 2 years ago professionally, so
He just fought 2 years ago.
Roy just fought 2 years ago professionally.
can't
Why don't you
say-
get in the ring and see if he hitting hard?
I can't say
Yeah, I
because
know,
it's been
and that's
so
what I'm saying.
long
You
since
saw the
you
last
seen Tyson's fight.
You saw the last fight Tyson was in.
Yeah.
He got embarrassed.
Yeah.
But that was a
quit.
long time ago.
Yeah,
though,
that's
huh?
a long time ago.
I
yeah.
seen a
I'm
picture
talking about when he
with
tried to
Tyson.
make a comeback and do this
Tyson
again.
in shape now. He in shape. He got a little 6-pack going
And
on.
I
He
saw
lost
some.
all
I saw
that
some
beer
moves
gut
he
had
made,
and
and
everything.
I saw him making some moves, and he didn't look like he was slow to me. He looked like the Tyson of old, the way he was moving. Now, can he do that for the whole entire fight? That's gonna be the question.
Don't let Tyson get
That's
his
what I'm
hands on
talking
you.
the
about.
though.
condition gonna be
Because
the
once
question.
he get past that first round,
condition.
second round, it's over.
Yeah, the condition gonna be the question because he gonna come out there and he gonna try to kill Roy Jones early.
And he not about to do that.
And if you don't do that, Roy Jones gonna sit up there and do that little rope a dope.
No, are they fighting with the
Southpaw.
headgear or no?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I heard headgear is going to be real
Yes,
protective.
yes,
like an
headgear.
exhibition.
You know
It's
what?
headgear.
They need to. They over.
I saw
50.
an interview Tyson did. He said it was
Yeah, they
headgear.
over 50 and they packing some power. So yeah, you better wear something over on your head.
All right. Well, that's coming up November 28th, and we'll have more information as it gets closer. We'll give you a better breakdown.
Shout out.
With that being said, we're
Hold
getting
up,
closer to
before
the
we
end.
get to that, LSU playing Auburn at 2:30, and my Gators got Missouri on the schedule.
Yeah, Reg, know who your team playing, please. Auburn, that's a big game.
Now next week is gonna be LSU.
Every game is a big game, right?
Now next week is gonna be LSU, Bama, and Florida, Georgia. So that's what to look out for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said,
East and West
we're toward the
championships.
end of this right here. You know what to do. Be sure to check us out. We got our YouTube channel, The Division Podcast.
Appreciate all the love we've been receiving.
Whenever you click
Thank
on
y'all
it,
very much.
Go to subscribe, hit the bell icon for you can get notifications whenever we drop new episodes, and subscribe. You can always see new episodes whenever we
Subscribe.
pop
Please
up.
subscribe. Share with your friends.
Go to
Tell
our
them to
Facebook
subscribe,
page,
subscribe,
The
subscribe.
Division Podcast, the same name. Instagram, we're on Instagram now. We got 1,000 likes on Instagram in 1 week. Thank you to the
Shout out
fans.
to
You
the
know what I'm
fans,
saying?
baby.
Thank you to the
Appreciate
fans.
it.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? I clap for the fans. They sit back there and just watch. I clap
try
for
to
my
be-
fans. I appreciate
shout out to the
1,000
fans,
people, man.
man. That's
1,000 people,
That's
man.
what I'm talking
You know
about.
what I'm saying? We pass it on. Let people know we're trying to get it to go ahead and blow up as much as we can. Also, iTunes, Google Play, and AOC. Also on their podcast network, radio and television. So be sure to check us out on all the platforms that we are available on. And that's an hour, fellas. That's
Shout
it.
out.
Yes, sir.
So with that being said, I'm the moderator, Ryan G.
I'm Mr. Taylor.
I'm Reggie F. Baby. Go Saints.
And we gonna holler at y'all next week, man. Be safe out there. Peace.
Peace.
Okay.